Yeah, so you used to upload daily on that garbage internet?
I sure did.
Oh my God.
And that's why my computer exploded,
How
remember?
did you not get like burnt out from that? I think I would like hate.
I mean, I did get burnt out after like 2.5 years of doing that because I quit Let's Plays a week before I moved to Japan.
I remember when you quit that and I thought like, good.
Yeah. Oh, everyone was like, good. You should have done that ages ago. And I think I did it at the perfect time because that was just around the time, like early 2015. That was around the time when gaming was kind of starting to dip.
Yeah.
Like just overall. That's when YouTube kind of shafted all of gaming YouTube, right? It was like, no more spotlight for you.
Oh yeah, that's around 2015, right?
Yeah.
Which, like, speaking about that, have you guys, like, in your YouTube careers ever properly experienced burnout?
Oh yeah.
You have?
Like, when was the last time you guys experienced burnout?
Last time I experienced like proper burnout was maybe, this is back before I was living with Aki.
Right.
And I was just living on my own.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just had like a moment, like maybe for like half a year where I was just constantly like, all I was thinking about was like, all right, what's the next video? What's the next video? I gotta keep one-upping myself and like just coming up with ideas because even back then, I think I was maybe uploading like once every 3 days or something. So not as intense as daily, but still pretty fucking intense, right? Especially because now I wasn't doing Let's Plays anymore. I was doing like straight up like, I was writing a script every fucking day, right?
Right.
So that shit burnt me out like a hell of a lot. And there was like a point where I was legitimately like, should I just like stop? Like, should I just stop YouTube for a while?
Yeah.
But then I was like, nah, ain't worth it. Ain't worth it.
I mean, I think a lot of people, the viewers, hear a lot about like the mystical YouTube burnout and what it means. Like, what are they like? Can you like try and explain?
At this point, when I'm sure, like for like a viewer, hearing burnout, hearing burnout is just like, oh, let's just get that off the YouTuber checklist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's kind of just kind of just become a cliche now. It's like, oh, you reached burnout, okay.
It's like, all right, see you in a couple of days. You'll be over it soon. Yeah. Like people think that YouTuber burnout is just like I don't know.
Woe is me.
Yeah, kind of a woe is me, like a very privileged first world problem. But I think like it's just another form of like creator burnout, right? Where and if you've never experienced burnout in your life or creator burnout, artist block is another word for it.
Yeah.
It's essentially where you want to do something and you want to make something, but you either have no motivation or no inspiration to do it whatsoever, or both sometimes, right?
Sometimes
where you're just
both.
like, man, I really want to get a video out. I know I need to get a video out. I want to be creative. I just don't know what to do. Yeah. And I have no motivation for it.
Yeah. I think there's one person who reached burnout recently, then they made a statement about it, and it hit me hard because so the author of Tower of God recently went on hiatus for an indefinite period of time. So we don't know. He hasn't said I'm going to be away for this long. He actually just wrote like a really, really long post, just detailing that he's just had no breaks for this entire like time during Tower of God. And I remember there was this one line that really hit me, which was, I think he said, I didn't know whether I was working to upload or uploading to work. I didn't know whether I was living to upload or upload to live. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, dude, I totally get that, man.
Yeah.
Because there are times during burnout where you're just like, man, what am I doing? What am I doing? Am I even enjoying this anymore?
Yeah. So, I mean, to explain to the viewers, how do you like get into burnout? Like, what does it feel like? How does it start?
It happens in so many different ways. I feel it really depends on the person, but like, a common thing that would happen is like, for example, like if you uploaded like 4 or 5 videos that are like absolute bangers, right? It's just like boom, views, boom, views, boom, views. And then after that really good streak, you have another streak, but in the opposite direction of like, oh, that one bombed. Oh, that one bombed even harder. Oh, that one bombed even harder. Yeah. And you start to lose self-motivation and like you start to, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, isn't it? It kind of just like you don't realize creator burnout has started until you're deep in creator burnout.
Yeah. It's really hard to see the early signs of creative burnout. Sometimes it's just, you just wake up and you just do a job, and then eventually like 5 months down the line, you're like, man, I've just been feeling exactly the same this entire 5 months, and I'm just not getting anything new out of this.
I'm sure like most people who just work normal jobs get it as well with their own job, where they just kind of feel like do I like this? Or like, I know a lot of people don't like what they do and they just do it to survive because they don't have a choice, right? I mean, we're very lucky that we do something that is, most people would say, is pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
And it's very,
and no
very
doubt
freeing.
it is.
Oh, it's definitely like it's a very hard job, and not in like any manual intensive kind of way.
Yeah.
Not being like, yeah, we're working so fucking hard. It's a hard job, like mentally, but still definitely by far like the best job I've ever had.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of a job that would give me this much freedom.
No,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
exactly.
replace this for anything.
Yeah, which is why we haven't quit. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of pure work hours, I know for a fact I put more hours working, like actual working in this job than like any previous job I've done.
Oh, easily.
And it's because you can never switch off. And I think this is the same for anyone who's like self-employed, where especially in our position where our jobs stemmed from our hobby. So do you ever get that point when you're kind of watching an anime or reading a manga, and there's just that little voice in the back of your head that says, you can make a video out of this. You can make a video out of this. Instead of just like reading it for like pure enjoyment.
That's why I've completely, over the last 2 years or so, I've had a complete anime burnout.
Yeah.
Just for that, like, I've stopped, like, I'm sure my viewers can easily see that I have not been talking about recent anime whatsoever. When people ask, hey, have you watched this? Hey, have you watched this recent stuff? I always say, nope, I'll get to it, because I have that thing of like, I could just watch this for my own entertainment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm wasting my time if I don't make a video on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't know. That's my biggest fear, is just wasting time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like whenever I feel like I'm wasting time, I just can't lose myself in like any show or something.
Right.
And it's up to like, for anime, that's times 10, because
Yeah.
I can never just watch an anime just for purely watching an anime anymore.
Right.
And that's made watching anime and reading manga 10 times harder, because if I feel like I don't get anything out of this, either like for entertainment wise, or if it's something I can't talk about or something like that, then I just can't get myself to focus on it.
Go, sorry.
But yeah, like recently I just watched The Good Place, which is like a live action show on Netflix. And I watched
live action?
Yeah.
What?
And I did something I hadn't done in a long time, and I watched all 4 seasons in like a few days.
Oh, wow.
I'm like,
wow.
what the fuck did I just do? How did I didn't know I had this in me. Remember when I watched One Piece in like 2 weeks?
I can binge?
I can still binge stuff? My God.
It's weird because I think the hardest part is like when I used to work at McDonald's and I used to go home and I got to watch anime or play video games.
Yeah.
It was just like totally different. I didn't have to worry about McDonald's.
You didn't have to second guess, right? Like, you could just be like,
Yeah.
immediately like, I'm
Yeah,
watching anime,
yeah,
I'm watching manga,
And I
I'm
think
reading
the
manga.
hard part about burnout is that instead of like the job being it's difficult itself, is that it creeps into every aspect of your life. Like,
Yeah.
because YouTubers are more often than not themselves is the product. Like,
Yeah.
we're like the brand, if you will. You know, like even just if I go out for a meal, I'm like, am I wasting potential by not posting about this and where I'm
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
It's like everything in your life is like infected with this thought of like, should I try and monetize this?
Yeah.
It's the point where everything in your life becomes a commodity.
Yeah.
Even experiences can become a commodity, or like in our cases, it could become like a nice fun story on Trash Taste and that kind of thing, right? Where everything you start thinking about everything in your life in terms of your job and how it can affect your YouTube, or how you can use that to benefit it. And it gets to a point sometimes where it just becomes subconscious.
Which is why I never understood the mentality of people who do like daily vlogs of their lives.
My God,
How do you do that?
I think you have to be a psychopath.
Yeah, I think you do. You have to be psychopathic or sociopathic or a combination.
I mean,
of the two.
you definitely lose something, right?
Yeah.
Like my relationship with anime and manga has forever been changed. Like I still love anime and manga, but my relationship with it has been forever changed, because that to me is content, and that to me is my job.
It's work material.
like,
right?
imagine if your entire life was content.
I mean,
my God.
This is why like all the like vlogging couples always end up breaking up, right? Because of course you're going to break up, because your whole relationship is the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Your
Like,
whole
that's
relationship
unhealthy.
is determined by the algorithm, right?